And we're back for the final day of AR here. I didn't record last game because well actually I did record it, but after recording it I noticed that my commentary was like really dry and I was not enjoying it at all, kinda dragged on, wasn't very fun to watch, all that shit, so I figured we'll just scrap that one and come back at the end of the week, which is what we're doing here and now. So this is a random match in tier 25. And it's quite unorthodox. We have an offense mythic and a defense mythic here. I don't know why Altina's here. She's not a bonus unit as far as I can remember. But this team does pose the problem unique to me, which is red units that are good. I've gone on record many times in the past saying this. But yeah, I think strong red units definitely do a number on me. I'm not very good at taking them on. So hopefully we do actually manage. Idon is really the biggest problem. I'm pretty sure after Bolt Tower goes off that I can Vantage Altina. But yeah, Idon's gonna be the biggest problem because you see like Air does nothing, George does nothing. Like even George would need to be fully buffed. So no debuffs on there. I don't even know where I'm getting a -5 attack from. It was probably the Bright Shrine that just got destroyed. Anyway, yeah, I only damage her after Brazen Attack Speed activates and with peony buffs, so long as I have my Attack Tactic buff on. So we need to be careful about how we initiate on her and all that kind of stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and break that Flyer School because it might be nice to not have debuffed units here. Don't really know who I'm going to attack first, to be honest.
What's next?
I think Renea is a good starting point.
Maybe this
You know, it does occur to me that if I attack Renea that I can't actually... Yeah, even with... that's because Distant Guard is happening from that.
Ready. Maybe
If only this peony was here. I guess she can be here.
Of
That
course.
works. Is this the right play, I wonder? You do have wings. You both have wings. So this is gonna have Wrath Sirius.
What's next?
Obviously our Death Smoke doesn't do anything to Idon, which sucks.
Of course.
I'm sure we... Well, actually, in saying that, do we live a Wrath Sirius?
Who needs assistance?
I'm not 100% convinced that we do.
All right.
Who's gonna move first? It should be Idon, right? Because Sothis has a rally, so Idon should move first and then get danced by Sylvia, and no one else has wings. So I think we do like a hit and run here. I think that's the play. It always pains me to kill Renea. I don't really care that much about her character, but she's cute, so...
Just as I calculated.
It's like killing Ninian, you know, it never feels good. Anyway, let's get out of here. Skedaddle.
What's next?
Or we just kill Idon now, apparently. Okay.
All right.
I suppose the question is, will I be in vantage range?
Of course.
Surely I will. I'll be under 40 HP. So that should be vantage.
What's next? All right.
Alternatively, we try this. And this way, after Idon attacks us, we'll definitely be in vantage range. And that way we can also vantage down the other two.
What's next?
I do like that idea, but if that trap is real...
Of course.
Okay, perhaps it's a better idea to do it from this trap first? Just to see, I don't know. Yeah, I think we will go this trap first. There we go. So that was the fake trap. I don't think that's going to end up mattering. In fact, what we can do now is we can go after actually no, we can't. I was gonna say we can go after Sylvia, but then Yoon will die, and I still need one pot, so can't be doing that.
All right.
So I'm definitely in vantage range now. This is unfortunate that she has to be right here,
Looking
but
forward to it.
alas.
All right.
Yeah, we should 100% be in vantage range. So I'm not expecting any problems. We're almost under half, so yeah, we're definitely in vantage range. None of these guys have hardy bearing.
All right.
Should be able to park my George here. And I guess just move over with Zilk. I don't know. Can't really do much all the way over there. Okay, so here comes Altina.
I won't miss, I'm afraid.
And there goes Altina. Don't know why she's here on defense, but yeah, such is life. Alright, here comes Sothis. It's pretty impressive how, even with attack speed solo actives, George is still so much faster than Sothis. Double peony will do that to you. And there goes Sylvia. So that just leaves getting a pot and killing Yoon, which should both be relatively easy tasks to accomplish. So we only need one. Doesn't really matter if we can't get both.
Who needs assistance?
I don't think there's any way to get both on this turn, so I'm not going to bother with it. You know me, I usually like to flex and get both if I can, but yeah, who cares? We'll get Yoon and move on to the next game.
This will be painless.
I don't know about that, George. That looked pretty painful to me. Anyway, that's going to be game 1 done for the day, and that means we only have one more game left. I still have 3 ladders. I only lost one on that mishap earlier this week with the last A team, +10 last A team. So, what we're going to do is I just got attacked by this guy with a +10 sell-off. And since we haven't really had that many matches this week, I want to make it up to you guys. We're going to take this dude on and see if we can beat him with my Pala, my anti-pulse Pala. Because I think that'll be a fun matchup. Again, I have 3 ladders, so I'm not really scared about losing, and even if I do lose, I have plenty of rematches here that look pretty easy, so we'll just take them in the event that I lose this one. So yeah, I'll take a quick break right here, and we will cut back when we are in the next match. And as expected, this team is going to be a pain in the ass. Compared to normal Pulse teams, this is even worse than usual for someone like me, because my Pulse team check is a red unit, and this team has 3 blue units and 2 colorless, so there's a lot of going to be a lot of damage happening here. That being said, 2 of them are dancers with really low attack, so maybe that's not the biggest problem. But this Ophelia, only +2, but pretty freaking strong there with a 55 attack. We also have a +10 Kagero, +10 Kagero with Fury 4, Null Follow-Up, Sturdy Blow, and this insane weapon. It's pretty good, not gonna lie. Have a +10 Soth, I'm jealous. I want my +10 Soth already. Running attack speed bond with the cleaner. Guy is really fast right now, and that cleaner is going to do damage to my Pala for sure. And then the +10 sell-off that we saw from the preview. So this team offers a few problems, with the biggest one being these shrines. They've got really high level shrines. And in particular, the Dark Shrine is going to hit my Pala for sure. It's going to make her way less durable. And she's going to need as much durability as she can get, particularly for Soth and Ophelia. I don't think Seliph and even Kagero are going to be massive threats, probably. But, yeah, it's hard to say. And unfortunately, he does have a healing tower that I can't quite get rid of. Though it doesn't fully heal from the Bolt Tower when it goes off. I do want to initiate on Bolt Tower turn so that I can easily kill Nils without taking any counter attack. I would like to initiate on Ophelia instead, but Nils is the only unit here who I can safely attack to get rid of everyone's pulses, everyone's specials rather, and I really don't want to get hit by a Glimmer Soth. So we kind of have to hit Nils, and that means I want to do this on Bolt Tower turn. That being said, if I can get the Dark Shrine, that would be really good. Being that he only has 39 attack, it's entirely possible he doesn't damage me now that I think about it. So maybe it really is the better option to go off and get this Dark Shrine before we actually do anything. The biggest problem is that it's just going to take a few turns, but that being said, his healing tower does heal off most of the damage from the Bolt Tower anyway. So I'm not terribly concerned, considering the only person I would play into would be Nils anyway, and I don't need the Bolt Tower for him. So I think I am actually going to go after the Dark Shrine before we get started here. I don't know, I guess we'll get this pot as well, not that it really matters. So what we need is we need Pala to be in this square and get smited up. Alternatively, maybe she can just be danced. It's entirely possible she can just be danced, so maybe we don't even have to worry about that. I would like for both peonies to be under her for the extra buff that would give. So yeah, the instant specials are here. Definitely gonna get this Dark Shrine for sure. Unfortunately, I think I am getting Bright Shrined as well. Yeah, that is unfortunate, but I don't know how big of a factor that will be, especially with
looking forward to it.
With double peony buffs, which I can hopefully get. I guess we'll just have to see. Should I get the Panic Mana? I mean, I guess there's no reason not to. So sure, we'll get the Panic Mana. It is going to take more than just this turn to get going. I could just go after...
Who needs assistance?
That is so tempting. Unfortunately, I don't have a reposition user. My air runs Smite.
Looking forward to
So
it.
if I did this, then I'd be leaving either Silk or Peony out to dry, and I don't want to do that.
Good morning.
Let's see. Maybe something like this?
Yes.
Yeah, I like that.
Choices? Who needs
I like that. They are going to heal up, as I mentioned, but I think this can work. I think it can work.
Here we go. Yes.
Actually, do I need Smite? I think I do, actually, yeah.
Death's caress. The glimmer of life.
That's rather annoying.
Maybe this way.
Okay, well, we can still do that.
Ready.
And I guess we just go now. There's not much point in waiting any longer, so we may as well kind of just throwing this out there to see if it works. And if it does, great, and if it doesn't, we have a bunch of matches to go. This doesn't even matter that we can't kill Nils, because it still gets rid of the pulse on everybody, and he's not really a high priority target. So we'll just see how this goes, I suppose. You know, now that I think about it, it's entirely possible that my peony gets called out by, like, Ophelia or something. I don't know. I guess we'll see. So Nils is a little bit thicker than I originally thought he might be. There we go. Alright, reset those specials, and I guess we'll just see how it goes. This will be interesting. Okay, I think Peony is dead. Well, someone's dead, because that's a dance for sure. Dance. Or not. Okay. And now I'm dead. Wow, I died to Kagero. That's insane. I did not expect Kagero to be the one who was so deadly, but... I mean, a 0 buffs will do that to you. That is a fast unit right there. And it was really the Bright Shrine that did me in, I think. If I was able to get the Bright Shrine, I would have been able to survive that probably. I don't think I would have gotten doubled even after the dance, which is unfortunate. She is getting attack speed +4, of course, but I still think I would have lived if I was able to get the Bright Shrine. I would have had enough bulk, maybe even to kill through the Vantage. I mean, she is pretty low now, so it's possible. But yeah, that was overall a bit sloppy from me, and it's a good example of why being able to soak chills from your carry units is so important in AR. And it's particularly hard to do when you have a triple mythic comp, because in particular with Peony, like Pala is getting so much speed, it's really hard to compensate with other units, and especially because I'm running a supportive air with Tamari rather than an aggressive air with like Lithierberg or whatever. It's really hard to soak that Bright Shrine from her, and even Dark Shrine is pretty ridiculous. So Yeah, this is unfortunate. It's possible that I should swap to maybe a speed refine on Bellringer. That might have helped. If I'm gonna get Bright Shrined anyway, maybe I should just try to have as much speed as possible. But either way, kudos to this guy. It's not a very interesting team, but it's obviously effective. And we're gonna give him the win. I'm gonna give him one of my ladders. And we will come back in a second with an easier match. I just thought you guys might enjoy this, so we'll be right back. And here we are in what looks like it's going to be the last match for the week. This team doesn't look especially threatening. The only unit here who's going to pose any real problem for us is Hrid. I've gone on record before saying that Hrid is like one of my pet peeves. I really don't like this dude. He always finds a way to be annoying. But this map in particular doesn't look like it's going to be that bad. For one, he's got a few units with missing skills. Isn't a Zero without a C skill, and a Kagero without a C skill, even though Kagero is good just on her own. But yeah, kind of, you don't want to do this. This lack of a C skill is bad. Base kit Hrid, base kit Sothis with attack speed 1, I think that is, yep. And a base kit Fjorm with steady posture 2 and the Petra we saw. I clicked on this one because this is the only guy who gave me a minus 39 all week. So he's the only lift I've lost and I want to get that back. And I wanted to see what the Petra was all about. I haven't seen Petra in AR yet, so I thought maybe it'd be interesting. But it doesn't really look like it's going to be. So I want to engage on turn 2 because I want Hrid to be funneled into this line here when Bolt Tower goes off, because that's going to make him the easiest to deal with. I suppose on this side we will... it doesn't really matter where we go, we're going to get panicked anyway, so... Very high level panic mana by the way. Tactics Room not so much. Level 1 Fly School, level 5 Healing Tower, and level 4 Dark Shrine. Dark Shrine luckily doesn't affect me because Air soaks Chill Res and Corrin soaks Chill Defense. So, actually Dark Shrine, I think Dark Shrine still does affect Faye. I think she has the most combined bulk out of all of them, but I'm not expecting it to be bad. We also have a baitable Dancer here because he has no rallies on his team. So yeah, it looks like Faye is getting hit by Dark Shrine, but it's not overly consequential. So we'll go ahead and do that. We'll go ahead and get Air out of there, and we're going to engage now because, as I said, I want Hrid to move into one of these tiles. So yeah, that's what we'll do. I'm debating opening this actually, but I suppose worst comes to worst, we can open that with Silk. So yeah, I think that's what we'll do. Again, we've got no rallies. Nothing like that, no funny business, so Azira should just be dead now. We should be able to get rid of the biggest threat to the team, or on the team rather, yeah. Goodbye Azira. This is not how you do dances, folks. You don't put your dancers on the front line. But I feel like this guy probably isn't that invested in his AR team, so maybe it doesn't matter all that much. Okay, is Silk dead? Is Silk dead? Am I? Holy shit. That was a fuck ton of Luna damage. That was like 20 damage. What the hell? Oh, that is frustrating. I knew I shouldn't have put it there. Every time I get ballsy and just leave a unit like somewhere, I get punished for it, I swear. And I don't learn every time. This is far from like unwinnable. I could definitely still win this pretty easily, but I don't really want to. I've got a pretty good score this week and I want to see how high I can push it. Now with the release of Divine Codes, it's more important than ever to try to reach top 1k when possible, when applicable. So we're going to surrender here. It's going to leave us with only one ladder, but I do have some really easy rematches lined up, so yeah, we'll go ahead and do that real quick. Brief cut, and then we'll come right back. And we're back, and this should again hopefully be the final match for the day. If it isn't, then we're going to be in a bit of trouble. And I feel like I've seen this setup before. Now that we're looking at it, I feel like I've played not this exact person, but a variation of this comp with the two Fire Sweep Cavs on the front lines and then dancers at the back. This dude is like balling with his 2 legendary Azuras. Got a +10 4-star Shush in the back, not super invested. So yeah, overall, like, this is a really annoying comp if you don't have, what's it called? If you don't have Null Seed Disrupt, this is like a really frustrating comp. If you do have Null Seed Disrupt, then it's still annoying, but it's not that bad. So, really the main problem here is Shush. Shush can do a lot of damage with her Brave Axe. Obviously, she's very, very strong. But luckily for us, this guy's using Hone Flyers and not just using the Azura dance stuff. So we can panic her and make her do less damage than usual. And I think the play here is going to be to get Faye into this tile. And just have her pretty much take the whole team. She's going to take no damage from 4 out of 6 of them. Sigurd is not going to do that much, even with Weapon Triangle advantage. Why am I getting -2? Level 1 Dark Shrine. I don't think that's really going to end up mattering. If it does, I'll eat my words, but hopefully not. So yeah, we'll keep Silk here for the panic. I don't see a need to wait for Bolt Tower turn. So I think we will just pretty much just go. Yeah. Get all our buffs. Get up here. Unfortunately, we can't initiate into Leg Yarn, because otherwise we'd have to gamble a trap, and I don't want to do that. Sounds like a bad time. But I don't think the attack smoke isn't super necessary. It'll get applied after one of these 2 hits me anyway, and they're already -5 attack, so I think we will be just fine. So yeah, we'll go ahead and get Faye into position. Okay, that was the fake one anyway. I had a feeling it might be, but you never know with these things. And I guess we'll just go ahead and give her the Peony buffs and get air out of there so that nothing wacky happens. That would be rather frustrating indeed, wouldn't it?
Choices.
I think we can leave Silk here, so I think this is fine. So what should happen here is that everyone dies, because there's no rallies or anything, so everyone should just die on Faye. Big brain end turn memes right here. So yeah, Sigurd is one of the only units here who can actually do any damage. And now that he's gone and I'm ready to heal, and Shush still can't reach me, I think we are pretty much fine. I don't think anyone else here can do any damage. Okay, well, Yin's gonna prove me wrong. She can actually do something. That's probably like Goad Flyers coming into play right there. I wonder who's going to come next. It would be very convenient if Azura came next, but probably not. Oh no, she does come next. That's great, because that's the Goad Flyers Azura. So if she's gone, that means sure she's going to do a lot less damage than she otherwise would. Here comes Leg Yarn. I'm going to get a heal off this as well. So I think we're pretty much fine here. I doubt that a panicked Shush can do 60 HP worth of damage in 2 hits. Yeah, definitely not. Definitely not. There she goes. Rawr. And finally 1-0. It's been a while since I've done like a full team wipe in 1 turn like this. Usually it's suboptimal because you need to get the pots. But in this case it's the last match of the week, so who cares about pots? Don't need them. If I were to try and get the pots, this match would be a lot more of a pain, so I'm glad we tackled this one last. Getting these pots looks like a hassle. Alright, and that is going to be the week. A little bit rocky there at the end, but pretty good performance overall. I believe the only lift we've lost is unfortunately this one, so it's not a perfect week. I have yet to get a perfect week in light season, but this is pretty damn close. Technically, we still will have a few hours at the very end of the season where we are vulnerable, like 6 hours worth of vulnerability at the very, very end. But I think it's entirely possible that we can like not get hit there, and even if we do, it's not going to matter because our score is really good this week. We've done well. So we'll look at tiers and stuff real quick. It's Infantry Flower week, that's great. definitely do with more infantry flowers. I also just today +10 Diversa, so all the grails I can get are going to be really nice, since I want to +10 the Flame Emperor as well. Defense wise, as I mentioned, we've only lost that one game. Everything else has been successful so far, and then rank, it looks like we're still in top 1k for now. I hope we stay, because I really want these Divine Codes. But, you know, this game it's pretty competitive now. A lot of people have high merges on their mythics, so it's entirely possible that we'll fall out. As far as defense goes, you've already seen it briefly. Ooh, voice crack. You've already seen it briefly as I just scrolled through looking for rematches. But yeah, we've been successful. We got rematched by the Curio guy and won. We got hit by this guy who we rematched today and he lost. I don't know, he won and I lost. We got hit by a Surtur. Unfortunately, we couldn't rematch this guy. And then we got hit by this dude a few minutes ago. So overall, pretty damn successful. A lot of fishing matches. I think like over half these matches here are all fished. So that's pretty cool. Pretty impressive. Yeah, so good run this week. This is going to be a long ass video, isn't it? Damn it. I hate rendering long ass videos. So I'm not going to make it any longer than it already is. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you guys' light season went well. And I will catch you in Astra.